them speak to you.
Good evening. Good evening. We're glad to be here. And some of y'all may not know who the Gideons are. And the Gideons are men and women who have one purpose. We want to see men and women, boys and girls get to know Jesus Christ. And we do it by placing Bibles. And if you've ever stayed in a hotel and you've opened the door and you found a Bible in the hotel room, the Gideons are the ones who put it there. And we do it in 200 countries around the world and in 109 different languages. And tonight, for the ones in fourth grade and up, and also for any of the youth who have helped with Vacation Bible School, we have a little pocket testament for you. And in the front of each of these, they have a list of helps, and it tells you where you can find help in the testament when things aren't going real good. And like on one of them, if I look for anger, it says I could look at Proverbs 15:1, and it even tells you what page it's on. That's on 610. So I come back to it, and it says a soft answer comes away back, but a harsh word stirs up anger. So the helps in the front tell me where I can find comfort and help. And then the back is a special letter written just for you. And it's God's love letter. And it tells you that God loves you, but because we haven't done everything perfectly right, that we fall short of getting into heaven. But God had a solution, and He sent His Son Jesus Christ to die for our sins, that we can go to heaven. And there's also a prayer that you can pray that will reassure you that you're going to be going to heaven, and a place where you can put your name and your date. And I'm going to say, if you say this prayer in the back, I'm going to say that you need to share that with an adult. So Linda's going to pass out the Old Testament, so I'm going to go back and help pass them out. Also, if there's any of you working with seventh grades, if y'all will put up your hand, so we make sure you get one.
Thank you so much, Mr. George.
Thank you, Mr. George. Everybody say thank you to Mr. George.
Thank you.
I need y'all to raise your hand so that they
Any teens, raise your hand and they'll get, oh, they got, okay. Just the teens. All right, while those are being handed out, I'm going to make a few announcements. So after the play, listen, after the play, we are going to walk down.
All right, after the play.
Listen, after the play, we're going to walk down. Teachers, you will walk your class down to the breezeway out of the fellowship hall, okay? We're going to walk down there because that's where we're going to be able to throw water balloons to Pastor Jerome. Not to him. We're not going to let him catch them. So, when you're done, you're going to go with your teachers to the other side of the building. So you got to make sure you stay with your group, okay? So that's what's going to happen after the play. So make sure when the play is over, you stay with your group and let your teachers guide you down to the fellowship hall, okay? And I think, I'm pretty sure I heard Valiant. I think Sage is somewhere around here. So I think we'll go ahead and hear the next part of our story.
Oh, wow. I don't believe that. Oh, hey.
What happened next?
I'm sorry. I was just reading ahead a little bit. I can't help it. This story is riveting. I hope you all are enjoying it. I just have to know what happens. I hope this isn't one of those stories with a realistic ending that isn't happily ever after. Who's ready? Give me a wonderful night cheer if you are ready to find out what happens to Lester the Jester. Okay, all right, are we ready? Let's get started. Wait! You weren't supposed to see this part yet. I'm on the wrong page. Sorry, guys. Where? Sorry. Okay, where were we? Okay, here we go. Ravenna took over the throne. She put the king and Chase under her spell, and the rest of the characters are on the run. Here we go.
Princess, I think we're safe now. No one followed us.
Don't worry, Your Highness. What's up, Ravenna?
Yeah.
I never suspected she would do something like this. How could she?
Yeah, I had my doubts about her, but I could not even imagine she was going to do something so evil. Her desire for power drove her to betray everyone, even Chase, just like Chase.
I'm sorry about your friends.
But see, we can't give up on them.
It just all seems so hopeless.
Yeah.
Bruce.
Thank you, Lester.
I mean, so what do we do now?
Well, we have to stop Ravenna, no. But we can't just storm in there without a plan.
North Castle has a big army.
Yeah.
I bet Ravenna has soldiers guarding every entrance to the castle.
We'll never be able to save North Castle if we can't get inside.
Yeah. I have it. We could ask the story lady what we should do. Hey, storybook lady, and we need your help.
Me? Yeah. And my name is Sage. Not storybook lady.
But that's a great idea, Valiant.
Holy, yeah,
You
yeah.
have to help us, Sage.
Yeah.
I wish I could. I really do, but my job is to tell the story. I'm not supposed to interfere with the ending. All I can do is read what happens.
Maybe you could tell us what happens next then.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, Princess, but it doesn't work that way. You have to find your own way to fix all this mess.
We're doomed!
Don't lose heart, Your Highness. The Lord will help us find a way. He has given us all we need to help our friends.
That's right. I mean, we have the armor of God. How can Ravenna compete with that?
Oh.
What? Did you come up with an idea?
No, but I did remember that we still haven't gotten our final piece of armor. The armor of God has one last piece. As keepers of God's kingdom, we have put on the belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, the shield of faith, the helmet of salvation. Yes, there's one final piece that we are missing, the sword of the Spirit.
I guess the sword would come in pretty handy.
Yeah.
But you both already have swords.
But this sword is better than any real sword. Yes, this sword of the Spirit helps us fight against the evil attacks of the devil. Using the Bible as our guide for how we should live our lives, we have the sharpest weapon of all. Yes, The devil tells us lies, which we must, that's why we got to wear our helmet of salvation and use our shield of faith. But through the truth found in the Bible, we can fight back with the sword of the Spirit. When tempted in the desert by Satan, Jesus used verses from the Bible when he was tempted. The sword of the Spirit is a very powerful weapon.
How can we use this sword to stop Ravenna, though? She's too powerful. Maybe Ravenna was right.
No.
I'll never be good enough to rule over this kingdom. I should be coming up with a plan to save my kingdom. But I'm useless.
No, you're not useless. That's just what Ravenna wants you to believe so that you won't try to stop her.
That's right. Charity's right. You could be like your father and even like Chase, who listened to her lies. But you're here because you knew that she was wrong. Yeah, everything she said about you not being good enough to rule is a lie. Because God can work through our lives and accomplish more than we can ever think.
God's approval is so much more important than the approval of people, especially Ravenna.
Yeah.
I mean, she's really, 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 really evil. Did you think of a plan?
No, the spider walked over my foot.
Chris.
You all are right. I don't care what Ravenna thinks of me. I want to please God and be the kind of queen that the Lord can use for great things.
Oh, did you just see the spider too?
No, I have an idea. I know how we can sneak past all the guards.
Yeah.
And it's going to take all of us.
Donuts. 1, 2, 3, break! Oh.
Write down a royal proclamation for me, will you, Your Highness?
Yes, of course, Ravenna.
You may call me Your Royal Magnificentness. Oh, yes, I could get quite used to a title like that. I just love being queen of the castle. This was so much easier than I imagined, to take over an entire kingdom.
Yes, your royal magnificentness.
You know what? I've been plotting to take over the throne for so long that I don't even know what I'll do now that I've got it. All right, I know. I'll buy the finest gowns for me to wear. Oh, yes. And I need more crowns. This one is old and has been worn by all the past kings and queens. I need a new one. And I need lots of jewels, the most sparkly diamonds, emeralds, sapphires, rubies. Are you writing all of this down?
Yes, writing lots of jewelry.
Yep. Got it. You should be worrying about the others that escaped your kingdom, your royal magnificentness.
Don't tell me what I should be worrying about. They won't be bothering us anytime soon. I have guards stationed to block any entrance to the castle. There's absolutely no way they could ever... Dragon!
Dragon?
Dragon! Ah!
Dragon? Ugh. Go see what that's about, Chase.
I will not fail you.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
We shall
Prove that I was
see.
right to choose you as my knight protector.
I am the best man for the job, and I promise you, nothing will stop me. What?
The dragon is that way.
Oh. Right.
Yeah, way.
I knew that.
One
Chase,
shot.
what's wrong with you, mate?
Why did I ever hire him?
Why did I ever hire him? Note for later. No nitwit night. Ever. Again. Cookies.
I'm surrounded by nitwits.
I'm surrounded by...
Don't write that down.
right then.
You must write down a royal proclamation for me. North Castle is now under new management. Therefore, the Festival of Kings and Queens is cancelled. Well, was there a dragon?
Cookies?
No, couldn't really tell. All the guards fled with terror, so I honestly couldn't ask them.
What? They all fled?
Aye.
That can't be.
Yup. I couldn't find any of them, sadly. But I did find something that might cheer you up.
And what would that be?
Cookies.
You know, it was the craziest thing because I was searching for the guards and I found some donut delivery people instead.
Ooh, I like donuts.
Donut delivery people. Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Is now.
I guess I could use a donut right now.
Exactly what I was thinking. Okay, donut people, you can come out now. Come on.
Donut delivery? We deliver donuts right to your drawbridge. How come I've never heard of you? Wait, did any of you see a dragon outside the castle?
Did it have sharp teeth?
I believe so.
Huge wings that it flies with?
That sounds about right.
Breathes fire?
Yes?
Nope, haven't seen it. Are you having issues with dragons?
That problem was supposed to have been taken care of. However, it seems the dragon has returned. But who are you gonna call?
Whoa! Who you gonna call? Dragon Busters! Hey, they're the best dragon exterminators in the kingdom.
I might consider it.
Yeah. In the meantime, we'll just keep our eyes peeled for anything that's sharp teeth, that flies, and has breathing fire.
Cookies?
I may have use of your donut delivery team in the future, but you may leave for now.
Oh, we aren't leaving, Ravenna.
What did you say?
Huzzah!
It's you!
Wait! You guys deliver donuts and you never told me about it?
No, you fool! They tricked us!
Oh.
No matter, because I have many protectors that will stop you.
Oh, right.
Guards! Guards! Come to my aid!
Guys,
Cookies!
Guards! Where are you?
Yeah, some of them ran off from the sight of the big dragon that happens to be our friend now because we gave him all his shiny stuff back. And the others, they're taking a much-needed donut break.
Oh, okay.
You won't be able to stop me. My magic is strong. The king and your friend are working for me. And these two dimwits will never break that loyalty.
Isn't the queen just the best? She always says the nicest things.
See what I mean?
Now, Lester.
What?
Stay back, princess!
Oh,
Oh, what's the matter?
Shall we end this?
What, you think I chose the wrong side?
You chose the wrong side, Chase!
Oh yeah? We'll see about that, knight.
Huzzah!
Get him, Valiant! Get him, Valiant!
You'll have to find another way!
Guys, they won't come off.
You gotta find another way!
Oh, Mara! You don't have what it takes to be a leader. Why don't you just follow Ravenna? We can be together and never, ever, any of us will have to make a decision ever again. Ravenna's much better ruler than I could ever be.
You are a wonderful king. You can't believe her lies. Everyone makes mistakes and feels that someone could do better. But God appointed you to this throne, over this kingdom. Not Ravenna. In the Bible, Romans says that there is no authority except for God. And the authorities that do exist are appointed by God. God appointed you to this throne, and he will help you rule over it, if you only ask.
I may not be a perfect king, but I can go to the Lord for help. And he is the perfect king.
No, that's impossible.
No, it's the power of the sword of the Spirit. Oh, Valiant!
Time out.
What?
Yes.
The Bible is the key to breaking the spell.
Oh, why didn't I think of that before?
You need to fight with and lies with the sword of the Spirit, the sharpest weapon of all.
Huzzah! That is the best idea ever. Ah, how about you? That's a brilliant idea. Again, I couldn't figure out why I couldn't think of that. Okay, time back in.
Chase is too far gone. The king may have been easy to sway, but Chase wants to follow me.
How rude.
He wants the glory and power that come with being the head knight of North Castle. My
he doesn't.
kingdom.
Lame. No one is too far gone.
That's right. Ravenna is the enemy. You have to believe us, Chase.
Oh, I have to listen to you, don't I? This is exactly why I decided to go my own way. You're always bossing all of us around and telling us what we should or shouldn't do.
I'm only doing my best to teach what the Bible tells us and how to live.
Right.
This is really difficult with a sword, my face. But we have to be better than this because we are keepers of God's kingdom.
I am tired of always following your lead. I want riches. I want power. I want to be in control of my own life so that I will be the greatest knight that ever lived. Knight!
Get him, Valiant.
You may succeed momentarily in what you think you want, but ultimately it means nothing if you aren't standing with the truth and the Lord of heaven, who's on your side. But the Bible says that Christ, through him you'll have fullness, and in him he is authority over everything. And you may think you have the power over your own life, but it is actually God who made you a knight in the first place. Proverbs says, pulling out a more powerful sword. Proverbs says that in their hearts humans will plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. And
Valiant. Yes, Valiant. Great.
Give it up for my knights.
Get him. What are you doing?
You're right. I don't want to go my own way. I want to follow the Lord's way.
Yes.
Welcome back, my friend.
Awesome.
Good to see you.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
And you!
Yes.
Even though you're beautiful, you tricked me!
Huzzah!
Tricked is such a strong word.
Give me back my crown. You have deceived me as well. You must answer for your evil deeds.
But sire, I served you faithfully for years.
That's gross. This is gross.
Where would you be without my advice? You're nothing without me.
I would have a drier robe. But I've listened to your advice for years. As you have just told me, I could never be a king that this kingdom needs. Your words and advice are no longer required. I will now be using the sword of the Spirit to find the truth for now on. Take her to the dungeon!
No, not the
Gladly
dungeon.
behind us.
Come, Ravenna. Come, darling. Goodbye. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. Hey, goodbye.
You know, I gotta say, that ought to hold her for a very, very long time.
Yes, indeed. You know, I do so love a happy ending, don't you?
Absolutely.
Well, of a happy ending. The Lord worked in this story, crafting heroes suited with the armor of God to save North Castle from a deceptive enemy. I am happy to announce that besides Ravenna, who has a lot more time to dwell on her actions in her new prison room, they all lived happily ever after.